Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar, and you know, we cover some REN here. We cover some REN. REN has done a very recent video called Suicide. Now, this is a heavy topic, so I'll share my thoughts on that at the end. But let's check this out. And we know it's from REN. We know it's going to be good, so we shall check it out.
Through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruise is my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruise is my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, written like a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in the world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying. And holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Okay, so this is going to be an interesting discussion. One of the things about REN, first time I watched it, I had no idea what the hell was going on. I knew he was really cool the way he could rap, the way he was a wordsmith, he was really good on his instrument. As a musician, he could sing, he could rap, he could do all these cool things. But he is a very interesting man. Again, I don't want to offend anyone. I'd like to say once in a generation or once in... Again, he's one of those very unique individuals. I don't think we'll see another like him. So when he gives you a song and he has all these lyrics, it's like they're multi-layered and they can have different meanings and interpretations. Sometimes you're watching it going like, oh, that's deep. What does he mean by that? I need to watch this again. Sometimes it takes time to digest what he's saying. And that's another great thing with the viewers. The viewers, they comment, they educate me, the REN fans. Suicide. Oh, where do we begin with this? I'm sure most of us out there, it's affected us in some way or another. I had a friend of mine who I knew since I was very young, and it was always a challenging friendship, but I still always appreciate him. We bumped heads, we fought, we had times where we weren't speaking to each other. And, I didn't understand about mental illness or, serious personality disorders back then that I did now. There was just always something off about him, and sometimes you didn't know which him was showing up if you made plans or would see him. And, I had a lot of great memories with him. I had a lot of weird memories with him. But he talked about suicide a lot. He was all over the map with his moods when we were younger in high school. And I know there were some times I felt that I had kind of pulled him back from the edge. I was able to talk to him. Fast forward to about 2002, he got into a really... I remember having a phone call with him and he just started teeing off on me. It was really weird. And I'm like, what is going on with this guy? And I hadn't heard from him since. And in 2015, he committed suicide. I lost touch with him. After the news came back to me, some of his other friends that I didn't really know that well, we all kind of communicated and talked a lot more and kept in touch about him. But he did that to all of them too. He pushed them all away. And he got married. He married an absolutely beautiful woman. Moved away. He moved to England for a while. And then discussions with her later on. She said no matter what I did, I couldn't make him happy. He left. He went back to Canada, remarried, had a baby boy, and he killed himself. And, no matter what, even though I really didn't appreciate our last interaction, he was quite nasty for no reason. And it was years before, I still carried this guilt thinking, man, I think I could have really talked him out of it. But people closer to him said, no, there's no helping him. And I know for all of us, we have, sometimes it's called the dark night of the soul, where we go through our lowest point in our life. And it's something that some of us consider when we're, things aren't going well, or you just can't deal with things, or things keep piling up, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I'm not an expert on this. I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm not a therapist. I'm a guitarist. I'm a musician. But what I do know is I've hit my lows in my life, but I've had a period of my life, I often tell people, if you've been following my channel for a while, I had a period of musical burnout. And I'd made a string of bad decisions. I had a lot of things going on. I wasn't happy in my life. I knew the person I was with at the time, I couldn't talk to them. There's no point in that. It just turned into me being yelled at, or my feelings debated or not respected. And I made a number of bad decisions. And I was not myself for a number of years. And this was something that, I had my thoughts about too, but I can tell people sometimes if you just hang in there, stop and just spend time on yourself and think about, okay, like what's going on? Why am I feeling this way? What are the choices I'm making? What's going on here? The sunshine is around that dark corner. So in his video, there's a Talk Suicide. This is a Canadian link that you can check out at a number. Just remember, folks, even when you're at your lowest, there's still somebody out there that does care about you, and you're not alone. And this is it was so, I love the animation. I like almost like a little bit of a dystopian Terminator kind of feel to it at times. This was, REN's like an onion. You got to keep peeling back the layers to really get it and understand it. But it was an awesome song. I really loved the music. I love the animation, as I said, but it's a really deep topic. And it sounds like he's either referring to a friend that died that he wasn't there for, or maybe a part of himself that died, or a tough time that he went through. I'm not quite sure yet. But that was amazing. What do you guys think? Comment below. And remember, guys, we get over 1,000 views. I will do a reading your comments, and where I say hi to each of you individually, and I read your comment, and I talk about each one. All right. Again, what do you guys think about this Ren suicide? I'm also still going to leave the link down below for Ren's GoFundMe account for his Lyme's disease treatment in Canada. Okay. We know he's been having some troubles with that. And hey, if we could all just show a little bit of kindness to one another, the world would be a better place. Okay. Remember, guys, practice hard, practice smart, no excuses. We'll see you soon.